Hello everyone guys, this is me Irvin in another video. Let's start with today's video of the 5 a.m. club. Let's go.
The entrepreneur and artist spent more time with a billionaire. And on a dazzling morning in Mauritius, all three of them gathered by the sea. A school of squirrelfish swam through the crystal clear waters, and in this beautiful setting, the billionaire recounted the four focuses of the great historymakers, those who'd made a huge impact on history, those who changed the world. Firstly, he said, the greatest people are defined not by their natural talent, but by the extent to which they capitalize. The billionaire explained that self-discipline and perseverance always trump talent and giftedness. So rather than thinking you don't have what it takes, capitalize on the gifts you've got to make a difference. Secondly, freedom from distraction is key. Too many people today waste hours on addictive but hollow technology and social media. If you want to win, you need to focus, simplify, and concentrate. That means becoming a purist. It means concentrating on a few amazing work projects rather than many good ones. And in day-to-day life, it means stripping out everything that distracts you from a relentless focus on what's truly important. So, turn off your notifications and cancel pointless meetings. They're taking you away from the activities that really add value. Thirdly, the truly great understand the power of day stacking. That means that small things done daily are way more important than big things done once in a while. Consider enhancing one ability or skill by just 1% every day. It's a small change, but over a year it amounts to a 365% improvement. Finally, the billionaire shared the final focus of Historymakers: personal mastery practice. According to psychologist Anders Ericsson, a person must invest at least 2.75 hours of daily practice in a skill for 10 years for the first signs of an elite level of mastery to appear. That is 2.75 hours of daily practice for 10 years until you can become a master. So, if you want to master yourself, you should spend your first hour each morning working deeply on you, your mindset, and also your approach to health, spirituality, and love. The entrepreneur and artist now understood much more clearly how the truly elite stay ahead. And so the billionaire said it was time to take things to the next level. It was time for them to understand how to cultivate their best selves. How often, the billionaire asked the artist and the entrepreneur, how often have you heard a guru talk about improving your mindset? I mean, we hear it all the time. Think optimistic thoughts and you'll improve your life, right? But the billionaire explained as he strolled along a white, sandy beach with his pupils, what these gurus don't tell you is that your mindset is just one of the four interior empires. If you're only working on your mindset, you're ignoring the other three areas: the health set, the heart set, and the soul set. Your heart set, that's your emotional life and well-being. It's important because even with a world-class mindset, you just can't deliver intellectually if your emotional life is a mess. As Sigmund Freud noted, unexpressed emotions will never die. They are buried alive, and they will come forth later in uglier ways. So, focus on a healthy heart set, and you'll soon feel the difference. Your health set refers to your physical health. One of the key ways to get ahead in life is longevity. As the billionaire jokingly pointed out, you can't be a titan of industry if you did. Committing to optimal fitness allows you a couple of extra ultra healthy and productive decades to build a greater legacy. What's more, elite performers realize that every day becomes far better with exercise. It ignites your energy, dissolves your stress, and expands your joy. But even that isn't enough, as there's another interior empire to cultivate. Your soul set, the billionaire continued, that's your spirituality. Too often, everyday life pulls us toward the superficial and the material. So, take some time in the quiet moments of the early morning to remember who you truly are. Bond with the hero inside of you. In the silence of the dawn, meditate on what you have to offer the world. Focus on your soul set and you'll reconnect with the best part of yourself. The entrepreneur was amazed by these revelations. They excitedly told the billionaire that this framework really changed their perception of themselves. But they wanted to know more. How could they use the first hour of the day to effectively apply these learnings? The billionaire said that they were ready to hear about the 20-20-20 formula, but not in Mauritius. Nope. They'd have to leave the clear blue ocean behind. And they were headed to the eternal city, Rome. It was time to be inspired by the passion of the Roman people, the city's architecture, and its divine food. The billionaire, the artist, and the entrepreneur stood in the square at the foot of Rome's famous Spanish Steps, taking in their surroundings. It was, you guessed it, 5 a.m. It's time, the billionaire said, to learn how you can transform your creativity, performance, utility, wealth, and productivity. Just rising at 5 a.m. alone won't do it. You could rise at 5 a.m. and waste an hour scanning social media and checking messages. That's not going to optimize your day. What will put you ahead is the 20-20-20 formula. It states that you use 20 minutes to move, 20 minutes to reflect, and 20 minutes to grow. The billionaire then began diving deeper. Step 1 is to move, to perform vigorous exercise for 20 minutes. What's really important is to make yourself sweat. And that's because sweat gets rid of cortisol, the hormone of fear. Sweat generates the protein BDNF, or brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which repairs brain cells and accelerates the formation of new neural connections. And so by sweating for 20 minutes, it literally means that you'll be thinking faster. Next up, make 5:20 to 5:40 a.m. time for reflection, with a period of deep peace and solitude. Before the complexity of the day emerges, reflect on what's most important to you. In an age of distraction, of constant notifications and messages, you'll be amazed what visions, dreams, and inspiration drift into your mind when you have a few moments of silence to yourself. Write these thoughts in a journal. Commit your current ambitions, the things that you're grateful for in your life, and your frustrations and disappointments to paper. Doing so will help you understand your vision and let go of toxic, negative energies. Take a few minutes to meditate. Research shows that meditation helps lower cortisol, reducing your stress. It's a proven way to stay calm, and the great performers of the world are always calm. Now, it's time for the last 20 minutes of your first hour. Here, you need to grow. And so take 20 minutes to learn. Study the lives of great achievers by reading their biographies. Learn about human psychology. Watch documentaries on innovation, or listen to audiobooks about business building. One thing every billionaire has in common is a love of learning. So, there you have it. A perfect morning routine to make the hour your own and become a true member of the 5 a.m. club. As the city of Rome slowly came to life, the billionaire, entrepreneur, and artist ventured down into the depth of the city. As they descended down a dark and dusty tunnel, the billionaire announced that they were in the catacombs, underground passages used as burial grounds by the ancient Romans. The artist asked why they'd gone there, and the billionaire explained that they were surrounded by people in a centuries-old slumber, so it was an appropriate place to discuss the importance of deep sleep. Research has shown that sleep is one of the key factors in predicting life expectancy. How you spend the last hour of your day is almost as important to peak performance as how you spend the first. Too many people today are in a state of sleep deprivation, driven by technology. Research shows that the blue light emitted by our devices reduces levels of melatonin, the chemical that induces sleep. Being in front of a screen before sleep will prevent you from sleeping properly, so turn off your technology no later than 8 p.m. Spend the rest of the evening talking with loved ones, meditating, having a relaxing bath, or reading, and go to bed no later than 10 p.m. That way, you can truly maximize the value of your 5 a.m. wake-up time. Sleeping isn't the only important way to rejuvenate yourself. In fact, a key to top performance over time is to oscillate between periods of passionate, focused work at the highest levels and periods of time for deep refueling through relaxation, recovery, and fun. It's a process that the billionaire calls the twin cycle of elite performance. Growth happens not just in the performance phase, but also in the recovery phase. If you want to understand why, said the billionaire, talk to a farmer. He'll tell you that there's always an intense period of tilling soil, planting crops, and serious work. But after that is the fallow season. The fallow season might look like a period of rest. It looks like nothing's happening. But really, it's the fallow season in which the soil is resting and replenishing its nutrients that predicts how well crops are really going to blossom. Some of us don't like to embrace the rest part of the twin cycle. The entrepreneur recognized this, saying that if they aren't working, they feel guilty. But, as the billionaire replied, balance is important. So don't just work. Embrace rest, relaxation, and fun, safe in the knowledge that it's a key part of elite performance. This is the secret to success, the secret to becoming a history maker. You've reached the end of our blinks to the 5 a.m. club. The key message in these blinks: the first hours of the day are where heroes are made. If you want to master your life, start by owning the mornings. Freedom from distraction at 5 a.m. will allow you to build your creativity, maximize your fitness, and protect your serenity in an age of complexity. And here's some more advice. Set your alarm half an hour fast and trick yourself into getting up at 5 a.m. Okay, first, buy an alarm clock. Technology is distracting and should never be in the bedroom. And once you've got a nice old-fashioned clock, set it half an hour fast. Set yourself an alarm for 5:30 a.m. That way, when you wake up in the morning, you're tricking yourself into thinking you're getting up later. When the alarm goes off, jump out of bed immediately before the weaker part of your character can come up with a reason to stay under the duvet.